But I've been having a few questions about equipment that I use and stuff like that, so I'm just going to show you guys some of the things that I use when I'm making t-shirts. This right here, that people, when they ask about it, they usually refer to it as, what is that ruler? Where do you get that ruler? This is actually a T-square. If you watch a lot of my videos, you see me using this to line up the transfers as I'm printing the t-shirts. And all it is just this part lines up on the back of the press, and this part can slide up and down, and you have the center lines, and it just helps you line everything up. And that's the T-square. It's a lot of places you can get this from. You can probably get it on eBay, Amazon. I actually got it from Coastal Business. And this one that I have right here, this is actually not the one that they sell now. The one that they sell now is detachable right here, and you can like just pick it up. This one you have to slide it to the end to detach it. And this thing really comes in handy. I use it a lot when I clean my press or when I put new transfer paper on my press to protect it. And if you don't know what transfer paper is, you see how this is right here? That's just the transfer paper that you would use if you was transfer tape. I keep saying transfer paper, but I'm meaning transfer tape. When I put new transfer tape down on here, I use this to line it up. I usually put this on the edge of it, and that's how I line it up and draw my center lines on there. And this right here is a logo. I have used it in a few of my videos. It's made by the same company that made the T-square, but it just helps you, like if you're putting a pocket on a shirt, you can line it up right here, and it comes with the instructions that tell you exactly where to put it. If you're printing different size shirts, like if you're printing 2X and above, or if you're printing youth shirts or regular shirts, it comes with the instructions that help you with the placement of that. And right here you see a Teflon sheet. If you watch my videos, you see that I cover everything up with this before I actually put the heat press down to press the image onto the shirt. This actually helps protect the platen of your press, and it also helps not mess up your image. So like if you're printing something where you're going to have layers, you know, once you remove one layer, the rest of the design, if the design that you're printing second, the layer that you're printing second, if it does not automatically cover the whole design, then parts are going to be exposed. But if you have one of these bad boys, you can lay it over the top of it and print it and not have to worry about messing up your design or messing up the top platen of your heat press. This right here, it looks kind of like a dental tool, a dentist pick. I don't know. It may actually be a dentist pick, but I purchased it from a place where you order t-shirt printing supplies from. You just use this. It makes it a lot easier to weed the vinyl. Like some people I have seen using X-Acto knives to weed vinyl. That's not the ideal way to weed vinyl. It makes it harder. These are just like weeding tweezers that will help. If you peel a letter off or something like that, you can pick it up and place it in the correct place with this. And I also have this right here. This actually came from Coastal Business. That's where I used to order a lot of supplies from, but I don't really deal with them much anymore. But this is a weeding tool also, but this little tip on it was so sharp that if you grab something with it, you couldn't let it go, and it just was a lot of problems. And I prefer to use this one. So usually when you see me making t-shirts or weeding or whatever, I'm using this one and never this one. This one just didn't work out for me. And right here, this is actually double-sided tape. It's made by the company Duct Tape, the same company that makes the duct tape. And you can get any brand. It doesn't have to just be that brand, but you know, you just peel it off right here, and it comes in handy sometimes when you're printing multiple color designs. especially when they have to be lined up perfectly. Let's look at some of the tools I use doing the heat transfer vinyl. So now I'm going to show you a few things that I use for screen printing. This right here is just some blue screen tape. If you watch some of my videos, you probably see that this is usually what I use to tape my screens. This is white screen tape. This is just some regular masking tape. I sometimes use masking tape to cover the pinholes. And this is some thinner masking tape. It's always good to keep some gloves. And as you see, I have that members mark from Sam's Club. I just try to always keep a good supply of these because you go through a lot of them when you're screen printing. And these right here are the paper towels that I use. They're by Kimberly-Clark, white ball paper towels. They're just like a heavy duty paper towel. They make a lot of different brands have towels similar to this. This is just the one that I use. When you get ready to apply, put your ink onto your screens, you have a lot of options here. All of these plastic ones I have used in the past, but mostly what I use now is these. It's just kind of like a cake decorating spatula, and like when you have big buckets, this comes in handy for the gallons and 5 gallons. And these are just a few of the ink spatulas. And these right here are actually just putty knives. These also, this one came with that U-Do. It was another one that came with the U-Do that was more of an ink spreader, but I really don't use those much. Okay, and next up we have one of the most important things, are squeegees. And right here you can see this one has that Ryonet logo on it. I got this from Ryonet. And here is the different colors right here. This is I believe a 80 durometer or maybe 90. And this is the lighter, like a 70 durometer. This one right here is like a 70 durometer. This was actually a cheaper version. And you can get these in different lengths. And I recommend getting some different lengths, because this, I would use this for a pocket logo, or if I was printing a design and it had like one little spot of something that's a certain color, that way you wouldn't have to use a big one, a full size one for a design that's the size of a quarter or something, for a spot on your design that's the size of a quarter. And this right here is just, you know, it's a thinner one, a cheaper version, but it works okay. If you compare it to this right here, you can see this is actually, this whole thing is about the length of just the handle on this one. And I like the thicker ones better than the thin ones, but they all get the job done. And some other items you'll probably need when screen printing are newspapers. I use a lot of newspapers. I have newspapers on my floors. And like right here, this, I use black a lot, so I usually just, you know, kind of stack these up and keep them the color, the ones that I know I'll be using again, and that way I don't have to clean them out. I just kind of stack them on some newspapers and they're ready for me all times. Spray bottles. As you see down here, I have quite a few different spray bottles. So that spray bottles, you use a lot of spray bottles when you are screen printing. I use newspaper to protect a lot of stuff. I even have my inks sitting on top of newspapers. I try to have my stuff organized in a way where I can find things easily. And sponges, like right here, this is a sponge, and this is actually just the old cookie bucket that I use when I mix my solution up to degrease. And I would mix it in here with some water and degrease my screens. And these sponges right here, I used to use this with a spray bottle and water, and you know, I would spray and rub the design so that it would come out in the screen when I was trying to burn, after I had burned the screens. and try to keep my inks organized on the top, usually by color, but they're kind of, you know, not exactly as they should be right now. And let's look at some of the tools that I use to make t-shirts. If you guys like videos like this, let me know, and I can try to do more. You know, what I use when I'm doing certain things, my actual equipment that I have and stuff like that. I can kind of give you guys reviews on those and tell you what I like about them and don't like about them. But thank you guys for watching. If you like the video, please be sure to rate it. If you have any questions, comment below and share the video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And thank you guys for watching. Tune in each week on Mondays and Wednesdays when I post new videos. Thanks for watching. Bye.